Hello, 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 what is up everybody? Kryllyk here, back in action in my beautiful base. Oh guys, I am so happy to have a magnificent base. And we have an ME system, an Applied Energistics 2 system, kind of set up. Last I left off, I had a big old mess up there. That was fun, right? But no, we do have it down here. Ignore that. I know my phone goes off far too much. Dang it. Anyways, we have the system over here. As you can see, I've been cooking up a few things. I moved the growth accelerators, one under the pond, one beside, and I can put easily another one right here, just all through that energy acceptor, and it's not even making a dent, so we're good, right? Excellent. So, next step is we need to get items into these storage cells. The easiest way that I know how to do this is with a terminal. Yep, a terminal. This guy. No, this guy does the job for us at the moment. But we'll probably also upgrade it to the crafting terminal too, just because. Ooh, there's thermic energist. We might have to play with that a little bit. Anyways, we need a formation core, an annihilation core, one of these panels, and a logic processor. Okay, so, oh, look at this. Panel, formation, annihilation. Good. I think the only thing that we have to make is the logic press. So, let's get a piece of gold. And a piece of silicone. And this should get us. Oh, I also need a piece of redstone. I usually always forget the redstone component because in my Sky Factory world, which was basically the first time that I had ever used the Applied Energistics 2, I automated this almost immediately. And yeah, well, I haven't done that yet, have I? So let's get that logic. That'll be nice. And what do we need for this? A calculation processor. Okay, let's get that guy fired up as well. We still need that, but we need the calculation press. We're going to need a pure one of those. Okay, let's get that at least fired up. I'm going to grab another silicone and another redstone. Good. I really wish there was another way to make the silicone, though, instead of actually having to be required to be in to Ender.io, if you know what I mean. Anyways, we'll make that guy as well while we're here. And a crafting table. That should be pretty easy, right? Good. Alright. I think that we are pretty much ready to make our terminal. Yes. Why two? Oh. I already prepped this. It's fine, guys. We do need another terminal. So I'm going to make two terminals, okay? And one of them is going to become a crafting terminal. Nice. Now this guy here is going to... I want to get ME cable. ME Fluix cable. U is what I want. So that's the quartz fiber with some Fluix. Okay. How do I do the quartz fiber again? I'm forgetting all the things. Oh, yes. Quartz dust surrounded by glass. Okay. Let's get some quartz. I only need 3. I have glass. And I think I have some Fluix crystals. So let's pulverize that up. I do have some Fluix crystals. That's good. 1, 2 of those. Get our 3 dust. Let's get our... this guy, quartz fiber. With this, I want to get some ME cabling. That's good. And I'm just going to build this up a little bit. Like so. Just so we can make this a little bit more straightforward. I like having my crafting terminal at head level. I don't know why. I've always liked that. It's just got to be at head level. The other ones can be anywhere else. I prefer them all to be in a line at head level, but that's a different story. Okay, that's good. Now we need to make another crafting terminal. So we'll get this. We'll get this. Let's just look up the terminals again. And we need a pattern terminal. So that's an engineering. Okay, good. At least I know. So let's start this guy like this. Good. We need a diamond. Good thing we have a whole bunch of those. 2 of those and 2 of those. Okay, I'm going to make this other one here. And I'll be right back with you guys. And we can carry on. Alrighty, I think we have everything to make our pattern terminal. So to make this guy, we need a crafting terminal first, and then the engineering processor to get ourselves the pattern one. Awesome. Now, as you can see, these are like facades, basically. They don't take up a full block. They're actually contained in the same block here. So if I wanted to actually place a block right here, I could, but it would block the thing. So basically what we can do now is we can take all of these items right here that we have in this chest and put them into our AE system. Alright, makes sense a little bit. And then we can search, right? You can do, okay, crystal, right? You can go logic, right? Etc. You can change the way that you sort them. I usually do a number of items instead of by name. I don't know why, but as you can see, it filled some of our ME storage cell. Okay, so that has to go with the 63 item types. Obviously, we have 12 in there right now. I hope that all makes sense. So, for the most part, we can now, I think I have enough inventory, except for maybe these barrels, to throw all this stuff in the system. Now, I'd like to do it a more automated way. So let's look up an import bus. Pretty straightforward, not too hard. It basically requires a sticky piston, some iron, and one of these annihilation cores, which is basically nether quartz, fluix dust, and some gold logic. So let's get those going. And let's get all of this going as well. So that was nether quartz, etc. I'm going to get everything that I need to make this import bus, and I'll be back with you guys in a jiffy. Alrighty, so one of the things that I'm lacking for this recipe is slime. Okay, I haven't really, I've found a couple slimes and I pretty much killed them. But I did find something off in the distance here that should solve most of our slime issues going forward. And no, it is not that magnificently beautiful volcano. Isn't that awesome? That's a sweet volcano. Do you agree or disagree? Look at this land formation too. We might have to do something out here. This is pretty darn schmexy. But we gotta go all the way up here. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, we're quite high, like we're at Y160 something. While I was searching around for all the presses, I'm pretty sure it was up here that I found myself a slime island. Now, slime islands are generated by Tinker's Construct. Naturally in the world. Usually they're far up in the sky, so you usually have to look very high up. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure there it is. It's all the way over there. Okay, that's fine. We'll go get it. There's a slime island. Alright, beautiful. So a slimy island, or whatever they actually call it, I do not know the technical term. I'm sure the technical term is quite a bit different than a lot of things. But they have quite a few different things over there. And a lot of it, if you look in here, you can look at slime, and you have things like congealed blue, congealed green, congealed purple. Now, with these, you can make slime, right? Pretty straightforward. Okay, slime can make the blocks, right? Well, gelatinous slime, congealed blue, you can also convert it back into slime balls. And all of those little slime balls function properly for the use of basically any other slime. So magma creams, I think, work. Sticky pistons, all that kind of stuff works as well. So it's kind of a nice little thing. The other thing that you can get from this, it does sometimes have a chance of spawning some slimes. This stuff's bouncy, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's where the slime block in Minecraft 1.8 came from. But equally, you can chop down some of these. So I want to get this green one. And you'll see it's zooming good. We got a sapling. I didn't see any others drop. But, as you saw, we just got... Oh, look, there's one. Okay. As you see, we got a sapling from this tree. They chop down, basically, as soon as you get rid of the slime. They fall. Like so. You get some slime balls sometimes, and some saplings and whatnot. So, good stuff. But that should give us our slime balls that we require basically going forward. We have a sapling. We can use that sapling to our advantage and continue to proceed from there. So anyways, I'm heading back to the base, and I'll meet you back there. Alrighty, so we're back here. We have our slime, and we can combine it with the piston to get sticky pistons. Excellent. That's all that I wanted to do. Now, one of the things to making the crafting terminal instead of the viewing terminal is you can actually craft right in here. So you can just do the simple shift click, boom, like that. Shift click, boom, import bus. Now, what an import bus does is an import bus, if I place it down, let's just get our dolly out. There we go. Oh, I had an enemy cable in there. It's fine. So we're going to grab this chest, all right, and I'm going to place this chest right here. This chest has a whole bunch of goodies, right, that I want to put into the system. So just basically shift click, because shift right click because I'm on a chest. It'll start automatically pulling out the items from here and putting it into the ME system. So you'll see we're starting to gain glowstone, right? Now there's upgrades and stuff that you can do to this. Well, actually, that's not that bad, really. We could make that. Let's make that, actually. It's a little bit more expensive in my other one, mainly because I don't have a lot of diamonds. So I forgot kind of how cheap they were. Okay, we'll do that. We need a piece of redstone. And again, the only thing you can't do is use your mouse scroll wheel out of this terminal. I'm not sure if that's intended or a bug or anything like that, but it's usually a pretty good place to get started here with the process. Good. And as you can see, we're almost done emptying out that chest. It doesn't take too long, but with an acceleration card, it's going to go a lot faster. So let's get this guy built. I need the diamonds. But while we're over here, I'll just grab the chest of diamonds. Right? We're basically done here. We are. Excellent. We can get rid of that and place the next chest. Good. 1, 2 diamonds. No big deal. Like so. And there. That'll give us the advanced cards. And then from there we can get our acceleration card, which does require a pure fluix, so it's not that cheap. And they basically go up into the top, and as you can see, it's dramatically increased in speed. So basically, I'm going to be running back and forth, putting all this stuff into the system. And it's going to be glorious. So once that's all done, I think we're doing pretty good. How are we doing over here? We're at 61 of 63. Okay, so we're going to start using the next drive, probably right away here. Come here. Thank you. Good. So you'll see that that went to yellow. Okay. Now what yellow means, or orangey, whichever you want to call it, is you can't store any additional types of items, but you can store more of those items in there. So we're loading in dirt. Probably not a good example. Dirt is probably something you don't want just in a drive. But it's fine for right now because we're so small and we don't have very much stuff. But for now, we'll just roll with it, okay? This will get going. Again, this is starting to fill them up quite quickly, right? These 1K bytes, they can't hold a ton of stuff. 1,000 items is still pretty good, but not much you can do. Apparently, I have the Direwolf 20 issue. I have a spider infestation on my roof. I've always called that the Direwolf 20 issue because I think every house that he has ever made has that problem, if I'm not mistaken. We'll throw that in there. And yeah, so I'm going to basically be running back and forth, emptying out all of our chests into our AE system. Good? Good. Excellent. Aha! Aha, aha, aha. So there you go. We have all of our drives are maxed out, right? And a lot of that is going to be from your little onesie twosie items like that. Why do I have a bed in here, for example? The nether linking book shouldn't be in there. You know, the ink mixer shouldn't be in there. So as we're going through, the flint and steel doesn't need to be in there, right? So there's a lot of little, like, onesie twosie items that you really don't want in your ME system. Like, I mean, this pipe, this plank, all these books, right? Like, these books take up a slot that something more important could take up. This guy here, we actually need to set up our... Let's set up our nether book. There we go. Good. So, you know, there's a decent amount of stuff still out there that you really don't want to be in your ME system. Again, usually it's recommended to have like a tool bag, and equally a trash can. Actually, that steel axe I do want to keep. But this stuff, see ya, and that torch. Good, trash them. Good, so definitely it's not the be-all, end-all until you get so powerful that, you know, you have an abundance of everything, right? But most of this stuff, engineer's overalls. Really? I definitely do not need those. This chiseled sandstone, do not need, do not want. Levers are good. I do like keeping my levers. Stone hammer, that can come out. What else are we doing? Seeds and whatnot. I'll leave those in there for now. I think we're pretty good on everything else. These could probably just be thrown away as well. So we've cleared that out, and we probably have about one spot. Yeah, one spot. Excellent. Okay, I'm just going to toss these two items. Really don't need them at this point in time. And it saves us from making another drive. So it's not just a be-all, end-all solution, but if you get powerful enough that you're making 64K storage drives and a whole bunch of them, you're probably going to make do just fine. So, very nice. We have a small or albeit good-sized AE2 system, I think, here. And we have a bit of a basement that I've dug out. I think the next step is I definitely need some ender pearls, alright? There's a few different ways that we can get ender pearls, but I don't know if I really have the ability to do any of it at this point in time. So I might just have to go hunt some endermen. And yeah, for that you need nighttime. So I'm probably going to go hunt for some ender pearls because I think our next step is to make ourselves an ender quarry. And we basically just need ender pearls. Not a big deal. This requires quite a few of them. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, actually, should we go into... What does the auto spawner cost? Ooh. Emeralds, magma cream, which we can make. Pretty sure we have blaze. Okay, we can make magma cream. You're not supposed to be in there. So we can make magma cream. we might be able to... Emeralds? We have 2 emeralds. And... Safari. A reusable safari net. Okay. We do need a few more ender pearls for that. Okay. But that's not as bad. It's nighttime. I'm going to go see if I can't find myself some endermen to kill. Just going to be looking on the map and going from there. Fly up high. Wait for a time to strike. Alrighty, so I'm back, and I think I got just enough to make ourselves a reusable safari net. Now, this is, in my opinion, probably the easiest way to get ender pearls. And I think we're going to just do it up as much as we can here and get this thing running. Just running, just even if it can do, like, 1. That's all I need it to do, is 1 freaking enderman, you know, like a couple, right? That's all I need. So, let's get this thing going. Auto spawner, we're going to need a couple magma creams. Clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, slime. You. Boom. Slime balls. Excellent. Okay. Auto spawner. Good. Magma cream. Good. Okay, 2 magma cream, like so. Ooh. We can make those. Redstone reception coil. We should be able to make that. Again, make sure if you're close to your cap that you do not, big time do not overfill, because then you won't be able to auto craft stuff. Just saying. It will also pull from your inventory, so that's a good point. Alright, do I have nether wart? Ooh. That might be a problem. That is a problem. Okay. I'm going to refuel up my jetpack. And I guess I'm heading into the nether for a quick little jaunt. Maybe when I come out, I'll be able to find myself an enderman as well. That would be nice. We can throw these in there for now. I'll keep the safari net on me, just in case. This guy is practically still full. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, we need nether wart, and badly. Oh, dang, this is going to put us back at our old base, isn't it? Okay, well, at least we have, if there's one thing I can say, let's first mark this on the map. Let's make a waypoint. Good. Good. Did that work? No. Waypoint. On. Off. On. Okay. New. Good. Save. Good. Close. Good. Okay, there's our way out. Or our quickest way out, I should say. Where was that nether fortress? Let me just quickly, briefly look at the... Why don't I have a map anymore? That's great. That's fantastic. Thanks so much. Zoom in, zoom out. Great. Okay, I gotta go find a nether fortress once again, and then we'll see if we can't find some nether wart. I thought I was close to one, wasn't I? Maybe I'm not. I could be mistaken. Alrighty, I remembered where it was. So we basically just need to find some nether wart somewhere. Not sure where that's gonna be, but let's see what we can find, guys. Around the nether fortress. Alright, is there some right down here? Yes, there is. Good stuff, and there's a blaze. Okay. Good. Killed him. No other bad guys. Excellent. Let's take this. Like so. And then we can get out of Dodge. Nice. Anyways, I'll meet you back at the base. Target ahead. I'm on to you. Come here, you. I don't... Yes. Yes. Uh-oh, I looked at that one. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Let's get out of Dodge. I basically just came out of the nether portal, and it was nighttime, so I'm like, you know what? Let's hunt an Enderman. That's right. Okay, let's move. This guy's following me, isn't he? What a jerk. Well, I guess we're gonna have to kill him. Oh, there. Haha, you think you got the jump on me, did you, son? Ow, ow, ow. Nice. Extra ender pearls are always useful. I appreciate your contribution to my strategy of winning. What are you doing in here, you little devil? Guess there is no front door, really, is there? Anyways, let's sleep off this nighttime. I don't want anything else to come after me. Good. Good. Especially that witch. We need to reusable ball a witch. Alright. Okay, auto spawner. Here we go. Okay, I got more ghast tears too. By the way, if you kill a ghast with a... like with your hand, like with a sword, it works so much better. Trust me on that. Alrighty, I'm going to double check the time. See where we're at about potentially setting up this Enderman farm, but I'm thinking I'll save it for next episode. So I think this is going to be it, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm already past time. We got a decent little setup. We went and got nether wart, which I should actually plant some of that. At least a couple, right? And we don't want to run out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I guess I'll plant it in the basement somewhere. I really dislike the looks. That's redstone. That's not nether wart. Kryllyk. Kryllyk, please. Kryllyk, please. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's nether wart. Alright, good. I don't necessarily like the looks of nether wart, but yeah, get that growing and all that fun stuff. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you have yourselves a great day, a great night, any of that kind of stuff. We do need to make a couple other things like a grinder, or maybe we go the spikes route. We might do some spikes. We might do spikes. But anyways, lots of fun, lots going on, and I really appreciate all you guys watching my stuff. Again, thank you a ton, and we have an Enderman. Time to make some ender pearls and a quarry. So probably an Enderman setup and then a quarry. Oh yeah, getting all the resources. Hype. See you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.